Ambassador Han is preparing to address the World Criminal Court regarding the Chinese triads. Standing by his side is Inspector Li, who has been assigned as his bodyguard. The atmosphere is tense as Han prepares to reveal the identity of Shai Shan, a notorious figure in the triad underworld. As Han begins his speech, an assassin suddenly appears on a nearby rooftop and takes aim. Li, quick to react, leaps into action, chasing after the shooter. However, when he realizes that the assassin is none other than his childhood foster brother Kenji, he hesitates. This moment of hesitation allows Kenji to escape, leaving Li frustrated and conflicted. Just as chaos erupts, Detective Carter, now demoted to a traffic cop due to his reckless behavior, arrives on the scene. He is immediately drawn into the unfolding drama as Li informs him about the assassination attempt on Han. At UCLA Medical Center, Ambassador Han survives the attack but is gravely injured. Li and Carter promise Han's daughter, Su-young, that they will find those responsible for the attack and ensure her father's safety. Su-young reveals that her father left her an envelope containing crucial information at a local kung fu studio. Determined to protect her father and uncover the truth, Li and Carter rush to the kung fu studio. There, they learn that members of the triads have taken Su-young's belongings, including the envelope. They quickly return to the hospital to guard Ambassador Han from another potential assassination attempt. In a tense sequence at the hospital, Li and Carter confront a group of French-speaking assassins trying to kill Han. A fierce battle ensues, showcasing Li's martial arts skills and Carter's comedic antics as he struggles against the attackers. With help from Sister Agnes, a French-speaking nun who intervenes during the fight, they manage to interrogate one of the hitmen and learn about Genevieve, who possesses vital information about Shai Shan. To ensure Su-young's safety, they take her to the French embassy, where she is left in the care of Varden Reynard, the French ambassador. However, their plans are thwarted when an attempted car bomb assassination at the embassy nearly kills both Reynard and Su-young. Realizing they need to act quickly, Li and Carter travel to Paris in search of answers. Upon their arrival, they meet with Commissaire Revy, who comically interrogates them by beating them with books before reluctantly allowing them to go free. Revis' eccentric behavior adds humor amidst the tension as he provides them with minimal assistance. In Paris, they encounter George, an anti-American taxi driver who initially refuses to help them but ultimately agrees to drive them to a triad hideout after some convincing. During their ride through Parisian streets filled with iconic landmarks, Carter and Li engage in humorous banter while trying to navigate their partnership. At a glamorous nightclub where Genevieve performs, Carter becomes enamored with her beauty while Li focuses on their mission. Genevieve provides them with crucial information about Shai Shan but also warns them about Jasmine, an assassin working for Kenji who is determined to eliminate anyone standing in her way. While investigating further into Shai Shan's whereabouts, Li finds himself tricked by Jasmine when she pretends to be helpful but instead attempts to kill him. In a thrilling chase through the nightclub filled with dancing patrons and flashing lights, Carter saves Li just in time as chaos erupts around them. After escaping from Jasmine's clutches, they regroup at their hotel room where tensions rise between Li and Carter. They argue about their methods and responsibilities, Carter feeling sidelined while Li grapples with his complicated relationship with Kenji. Later that night, Kenji contacts Li and offers him a chance for peace if they agree not to interfere further with triad business. He will let them leave Paris alive. However, when Li learns that Kenji cannot guarantee Han and Su-young's safety if they comply, he refuses this deal. The next day brings new challenges as they track down Genevieve again. After locating her and saving her from Jasmine's second attempt on her life, they flee back to their hotel room only for Jasmine to confront them once more. In an intense showdown filled with martial arts action and comedic moments from Carter's antics, they manage to defeat Jasmine with George's unexpected help. As they piece together clues about Shai Shen's identity and whereabouts from Genevieve's tattoos names of triad leaders inked on her head, they realize time is running out. Kenji calls again with dire news. He has captured Su-young and demands Genevieve in exchange for her safety. In a tense standoff at the Eiffel Tower, Li arrives disguised as Genevieve while Carter prepares for action in case things go awry. Kenji challenges Li to a sword fight high above Paris while Carter gets ready for any surprises that may come their way. During their duel atop the Eiffel Tower, a breathtaking backdrop for their confrontation, Kenji falls into a safety net but cuts it with his sword in an act of defiance against his brotherly bond with Li. As he falls toward certain death below, Li tries desperately to save him but ultimately lets go when Kenji chooses not to be saved, a moment that weighs heavily on Li's conscience. Meanwhile, Carter manages to save Su-young from hanging off a ledge during all this chaos while fighting off Kenji's henchmen who tried to intervene. He showcases his own bravery despite being outmatched physically by many of them. as chaos ensues around them with police sirens approaching nearby signaling their arrival soon after everything unfolds successfully. Revy tries claiming credit for what happened but ends up getting knocked out by their synchronized double punch, a comedic moment that highlights their teamwork throughout all this madness. The film culminates in a light-hearted celebration, as Lee and Carter break into a spontaneous dance amidst laughter while Edwin stars. War plays in the background. A triumphant end after all they've been through together against overwhelming odds.